I'm Luke Rockhold. You know, been in this game a long time. Came from a wrestling background. Graduated to jiu-jitsu. Had a couple world championships there. Graduated to fighting. Had a couple world championships there. Now back to jiu-jitsu. Get another world championship. Yeah, I was born and raised in Santa Cruz, California. I did judo when I was like 6 to 10, I believe. I competed. Then I started junior high school wrestling, 7th, 8th, all through high school. Kind of never really had a weird style. I got kind of like written off, went to the state championships, got disqualified, and a few things that just kind of put some sour grapes in my mouth. So decided to throw out the wrestling shoes and get into. I started jiu-jitsu in high school, and then I kind of like transitioned to that afterwards because I just needed the physical outlet. Won a blue belt gi world championship in 2006. Purple belt NOGI, both in 2007. Blue belt gi, purple NOGI. Then I just started to fight. You know, it wasn't enough. I wanted to kind of take it to that next level. Something was always missing, and so fighting was fun. Obviously, most people know my fighting background. Strike Force, middleweight champ, and then the UFC. I achieved that, so life's been good, and I'm gonna continue it. Enough is never enough. If something's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. That's the way I've always lived my life. I just listen to my body. You know, I think I move differently. I pay attention to the little nuances of just the human body, of how it works, and you know, I take care of my body, and I move and I listen, and I don't follow the protocol. You know, I go for the kill. I think wrestling has built a work ethic, built a discipline, and just a tenacity that not a lot of these other guys can match. You know, I was a very good high school wrestler. I had offers to go to college. I just didn't want to wrestle in college. There was no professional outlet. I wanted to get some money. I wanted to get paid. And I've done that. And I'll continue to do that. I think sport jiu-jitsu has gone down the bad path. I think when I started jiu-jitsu was always based off of protecting yourself. It's always based off self-defense. Jiu-jitsu now it's become pretty petty. I mean, a lot of the new guys just play off their backs, and they go for their leg locks, and you know, you try to do that in a street fight, you're gonna get stomped in the face. You know, I don't appreciate that style. I don't like it. I'm a go-getter, and you know, back when it all began, it was takedown, dominant position, top position wins. If you watch fights, not too many being successful off playing the bottom game. Not against the top competitors. No one's exists. You play that game, a punch hits you in the face, it's twice the force. So I don't like the new game. I can play that new game with anybody who wants to play it, but you know, jiu-jitsu should be based off self-defense. And that's why I believe it always should be, and this new style is it's irritating. I'd say it's to so many levels. It's nice to play against somebody who's like, you know, a little more rough or a little tougher. You know, he's a decent high school wrestler, and he likes to try to overpower these jiu-jitsu guys, so I think it'll make for a fun match. I'm gonna match him and then surpass him. You know, he's that guy. Well, I've seen a little bit. I haven't really known of him until the Abu Dhabi, and it looks like he's just trying to be the bull. I'm no stranger to that. You know, I can be the bull and I can be the matador. I'm gonna play that game. So wherever he wants to take it, I'm excited to be his Huckleberry.
So right now it's about 11:30 a.m. We are headed to Rutgers University for the Rutgers university wrestling practice. It's going to be a tough practice, about 2 hours. It's going to be about 60 minutes of hard drilling, then 60 minutes of live goals, a little bit of blood on the mats, a couple sweat, a couple tears, and it's going to be a fight the whole time, man. I think the sport of jiu-jitsu, the athletes in the sport of jiu-jitsu overlook wrestling tremendously. I think it's a really big aspect of my training that I incorporate, and it really has excelled my progression rate in jiu-jitsu, in the world of grappling. Pretty much it gives me the ability to rely on my feet. If anything happens on the ground, if I don't feel comfortable on the ground, I can stand up and say, okay, this is my home. I'm home on my feet. I can take you down no matter what. I can score from here no matter what. I'll break you on the feet, and I'll win every time. That's the kind of mindset that wrestling with these guys gives me. I'm learning constantly, whether that be hand fighting, takedowns, controlling somebody from top or bottom position. I'm constantly chasing an uphill battle and learning nonstop. I was a little taken back when Polaris offered me a match against the guy making his pro debut. I mean, I feel a little disrespected, to be honest, but it is what it is. I'm anticipating my opponent to shut down under the bright lights of the Polaris stage. I don't think he's ever had the pressures of the crowd and the huge arena that we're going to have. I think he's going to get gun shy when it's go time. And that's when Nicky Rod shines under the lights. My last time competing at Polaris was phenomenal. I got a bunch of really highlight reel takedowns. Was able to control my opponent in every aspect on every second of the competition. And that's exactly what I plan on doing to my next opponent. As England has given us Shakespeare and the Beatles, I feel it's my obligation, it's my duty to go to England to perform, to showcase my talents, to give these people the excitement that they deserve. My experience is going to be a huge advantage going into this matchup. I don't think my opponent's ready for the big lights of the Polaris stage. You know, being on UFC Fight Pass, you're in the big leagues now, big boy. It's time to go. If I had to rate Lou from 1 to 10, I'd give him like a soft 7. To me, just seems like an average guy. My advantages going into this grappling match has to be my strength, my knowledge on the ground, and my overall beauty. It's going to be distracting, it's going to be overwhelming, and it's going to be intolerable to match. Pull back. See that? Make sure you catch Nicky Rod versus Luke Rockhold November 30th on UFC Fight Pass.